Hi, my name is Keith Thymian, and I'm running for Congress in Virginia's 11th District. Thanks for visiting our campaign website. I'm here today to talk to you about jobs. As an entrepreneur who started a nationwide company that has created hundreds of jobs, I am uniquely positioned in this race to discuss how small business owners think and act. Right now, they are thinking that our government has become a hostile force that attacks success, and they are not acting because in this environment, they can't predict what the government is going to do to them in the future. Layoffs are a problem, but the real problem is the lack of job creation. If one part of the economy goes through a rough patch resulting in layoffs, other parts of the economy are normally expanding and providing job opportunities. That's not happening today. Job creation is at a historic low, and those being laid off have few opportunities. For every job opening today, 6 people are actively looking for it. We must enact policies that will encourage small businesses to create jobs. My program is simple. Stop doing harm, then start doing good. Specifically, here's what I mean by that. Gerry Connolly and his far-left cronies in Congress have created an environment that discourages business owners from investing. The following illustrates the harm they have done to our economy. They increased spending so fast that we now have trillion-dollar deficits as far as the eye can see. Business owners know that this will end badly, with high inflation and even higher taxes. Inflation and taxes create a hostile business environment. They passed a cap-and-trade bill that will cause an explosion in energy costs that will harm so many of our small businesses. They supported card check legislation that will make it easier for union bosses to organize at even the smallest companies, vastly increasing business labor costs that will price U.S. companies out of world markets. They indicated their intent to increase taxes on business owners. They position this as tax the wealthy, but most small businesses are organized as subchapter S corporations, which means that a company's profits show up on their owner's tax returns. Increasing that tax further leaves fewer dollars to invest in the business to help it grow. They created a system where banks prefer to lend to the government instead of small business. If a bank can borrow at 0.25% and invest in treasury bonds at 3.5%, why risk lending to a business? This risk-free lending is what led to such outrageous bonuses on Wall Street and the dearth of capital available to small business. What small business person wants to invest in that punishing environment? If Connolly and his congressional cronies would stop doing harm, we in the private sector would be able to, number 1, plan, number 2, invest in our businesses so that they can grow, and number 3, create the jobs everyone wants, but that no one seems to understand how to create. So how can we start doing good? I have a 6-point plan that will break the logjam and encourage small business owners to expand and create jobs. Number 1, eliminate the capital gains tax on startup companies. Venture capital lending to startups has virtually disappeared amidst the talk of even higher taxes coming their way. Ending the tax confusion by eliminating this tax will increase the number of startups and the number of new jobs. Number 2, pledge that income taxes will not be increased until the unemployment rate falls to 5%. Higher taxes are job killers, and higher taxes during a recession constitute a policy only Gerry Connolly could love. Number 3, freeze government spending and return unspent TARP and stimulus funds to the Treasury. This would save over $1 trillion next year alone. Number 4, suspend the federal unemployment tax until unemployment falls to 5%. A small business of 100 people would save nearly $6,000 in taxes under this policy. Number 5, cut the payroll tax in half for small businesses until unemployment is reduced to 5%. This would positively affect both small businesses and their employees, as both contribute to the payroll tax. Lower taxes mean lower costs to hire new people. And number 6, approve the free trade agreements with Colombia, South Korea, and Panama. Restrictive trade policies are job killers. Over 250,000 new jobs are created for every 1% increase in exports. Unions want to punish these countries, and Connolly and his cronies are putting their big labor contributors over jobs for American workers. Stop doing harm, start doing good. This plan will invigorate small business and put Americans back to work. Connolly has cast his vote for higher taxes, out-of-control spending, and gigantic deficits. I will vote for lower taxes, less spending, and policies that will create the jobs that Americans so desperately need. Thanks for listening. Thanks for visiting my website, and please come back anytime to review the issues that I will record and have available to you on this website. Thanks very much.